Hey everyone, Tim the Dartman. Today we're going to talk about something that I think happens to most all of us, and that is nerves. So I can play behind the camera, with you guys pretty decently, or just practicing on my own with nothing running pretty decently. But sometimes when I go on an online match and compete, the nerves hit in. And I think there are some ways that we can mitigate these nerves and actually maybe help us out in some of these matches going forward. So I want to talk about those today. And number one, first and foremost, I think the biggest thing we can do is warm up ahead of time. I've gone into some online matches where, oh my God, it's starting right up, so I got to get a few warm-up throws in. Maybe I'll throw 6, 9 warm-up throws, and then right into the match. Now the nerves are already percolating because it's a match, and you're playing against somebody else. So that doesn't help, right? When you start a match out, you want to have your warm-up throws done. You want to feel like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to take on whoever it is I want to take on. Very important. So number one, get your warm-up throws in. Get feeling confident about how you're playing. Get your form going right, and then you can step on to number two. So number two, what is that? Don't hurry, right? So the last thing you want to do is get out of your rhythm that you have when you're throwing darts. So unless you're, Danny Labby or, one of these other guys, Michael Smith, who throw the darts really quickly, then I think what you want to do is just take a step back, get into your normal rhythm, your normal throw. It doesn't matter how quickly the other guy is throwing the darts. The other guy, the other girl, whoever you're playing against, doesn't matter how quickly they're throwing the darts. Stick with your own rhythm. Rhythm is important. And then number three, when you start to get a little nervous and you start to feel your arm literally shaking, like mine does, I'll get a little shake going like that, it's really hard to focus on throwing the dart. So take a deep breath. Does that work? Yeah, it really, really works. What I found works, take 2 deep breaths. Take one, take another, and then go back to it. And that, I think, really helps, get the oxygen flowing, get you feeling a little bit more comfortable about what you're doing, and then go back to your normal routine. Think about what you do all the time. Don't let the stress get to you. Easy for me to say. And take a deep breath, take 2 deep breaths, and go back into it. And then bonus, we've talked about this on another video before, warm-up throws, right? So if you're in between and you find yourself not quite doing what you need to do, take some warm-up throws. Especially for some of us who will really get into the game and really focus and trying to hit a number, and what we'll do is we'll end up kind of just throwing a little easier than we normally throw, and then we start to float the darts or push the darts towards the target, and that doesn't work. Believe me, it doesn't work. You may get lucky, but what you need to do, take those warm-up throws, get your motion back in, and get back to what you normally do and throwing the darts with purpose towards the board. It'll help immensely, trust me on that one. So Tim the Dartman, I hope these suggestions help you out. When you get nervous, like I do a lot of times when I'm playing darts, slow down, take some deep breaths, take some practice throws, make sure you're warmed up before you get to the hockey, and have a good time. Tim the Dartman, please like and subscribe.